I live on a boat called Aardboot Vagabond. It is my home, the space to research and reconnect with nature and my primal self. This boat taught me a lot and became a guide to my creative processes. I collect various memories and treasures there, sharing creating processes with other artists and having inspiring conversations with everyone passing by. In order to be warm, I need to make a fire. I don't have warm water, neither shower, so every day, no matter it is winter or summer, I jump in the water outside. These practices taught me a lot about self-awareness, connection with nature, and power of the body. Following the principles and values I have been learning living on Vagabond, I'm creating art practices, performances, in order to share the spirit of the Vagabond with the outside world. In December 2021, I was writing letters. Every day, I would sit outside, listen to myself and surroundings, and write a letter, in one breath, sharing my emotions, thoughts, asking questions, and opening up. I sent 40 handwritten letters to strangers living in various Lithuanian cities. That was a letter from Vagabond, the project where I was trying to connect with people via handwritten letters with a complete openness and a wish to trigger certain senses, feelings, and questions. Another durational project which happened on a boat is 78 Hours on Growing Grass, 80 days long performance which was happening from 15 May until 15 August in 2020. It was supported by Lithuanian Dance Information Center and Lithuanian Council for Culture. I did 1 hour long live stream every day for 3 months. The project had around 38 guest artists and left a big influence on my creative work. This project brought a principle of following the time based on sunrise and sunsets, counting the days while following how the grass is growing, surrendering to any kind of weather conditions, as well as body tiredness. After 78 hours on growing grass, I've started the practice of noticing and celebrating seasonal changes. I did a 9 hour long durational endurance performance for the winter solstice. The performance was happening on the platform surrounded by water. The weather was extremely windy and stormy. I was playing inside and outside the water, surrendering to the cold and transitioning my body into the winter season. For the spring equinox, I was walking 30 kilometers for 15 hours while bringing a branch from one city to the other, connecting with people and celebrating the spring.
Thank you, I love you.
For the summer solstice, I did a 9 hour long non-stop dance in the city center of Amsterdam. Different musicians and strangers joined me on a way. My bank card was stolen and I danced so much that I even lost my toenail. In my performances, I love connecting with elements and different materials. Since 2018, I have been getting to know the stone as a material to dance with. I created a solo piece, Stone, Saint One, which was presented as a short solo version and a durational performance of 36 hours. During durational performance, I was interacting with stones, bringing it up and down the stairs of Modern Art Museum Mo in Vilnius. For 3 days in a row, starting 10 in the morning, finishing 10 in the evening. My body transformed into another creature, which was regenerating energy just from extreme focus, surrender, and a connection with stones. Another material I'm busy working with at the moment is bones. The research with bones started in India. I was walking in the desert and found traces of bones. It inspired me a lot and I have started collecting it. Each day I would go back to the desert and secretly play with bones. It was forbidden to touch them in that region. In the end of my creative residency, I took 5 pieces of bones and secretly brought with me back to the Netherlands. It stayed as a sacred material till the moment I fractured my vertebrae. It happened during the previously introduced piece, 78 Hours on Growing Grass. While performing, I was climbing the tree and one branch broke. I fell down and fractured my vertebrae. Nevertheless, I continued the project and kept on performing while lying down. It led me to create a new solo piece, Ode to My Spine, which was about balancing the vertebrae on my forehead and standing up while still having a fragile spine. After that, I kept on researching ways on how to balance bones on the body. Now I have a big collection of bones and horns, which I can transport to different locations, create a landscape, and play while transforming the body into different creatures, revisiting memories, and playing with balance. In 2024, I received funding to finalize the performance piece Bones and create a 45-minute version in collaboration with multi-instrumentalist Dizzy Guetta. We premiered the piece at the ITFA Documentary Film Pavilion in Amsterdam. Using elements I uncovered while performing the durational version of this piece, I puzzled together the final work with live sound support from Dizzy. The main goal of this piece is to challenge the perception of bones as symbols of mortality. Inspired by the La Loba archetype, I transform bones from reminders of death into symbols of renewal, offering them as paths to bring new life. The last project I would like to present is a collaboration with Annabel Reed. We formed a collective called Anna and Goda. It's a performance visual art duo collective based between the Netherlands and Belgium. Together they share a strong urge to talk about socially and politically urgent topics, therefore it becomes our starting point for creating the work. Our current creation is called Goddesses Dream When They Bleed. Inspired by the age-old action of women washing clothes, the performance explores the intimate relationship between two women who reclaim their bodies, power, and space. Washing, carrying, and twisting clothes until they become a weapon. In a space shaped by clothedness and white sheets, two bodies dive into the physical heaviness of domestic labor, evolving in a poetic landscape combining feminism, dance, and scenography. In February 2023, we presented a work-in-progress version of Goddesses Dream When They Bleed at the Performance Arts Center Les Subs in Lyon, France. At the time, I was 5 months pregnant. It was both a meaningful and special challenge to expose my body in this state, demonstrating the power and transformative nature of women's bodies. I aimed to break the notion that pregnancy means stopping one's career and to embrace the unique present and physicality offered by carrying life within me. I continued dancing, touring with 2 dance companies, and giving workshops until I was 7 months pregnant. 3 months after giving birth, I started performing again. Now, I am combining my life as an artist with motherhood, which provides me with plenty of inspiration for my performance art. This experience has clarified the values I hold, the messages I wish to express, and the balance I seek to achieve between life and art.